I think the most important thing, I mean, not just in finance, but in general, you need to, there has to be some sort of passion for what you do. As I mentioned in my speech, if you're not passionate about what you do, then you won't excel. You know? So someone who's passionate, dedicated, willing to learn, keen, always asking questions, and someone's also willing to go the extra mile, show initiative, show some sort of innovation, test the boundaries, test me, for example. I love, you know, this is why whenever I get an intern on my desk. I love getting interns on my desk because that raw energy, it reminds me of, you know, me 10 years ago when I came into the industry. That raw energy in terms of, you know, eagerness to learn. And sometimes, you know, when you've been in the industry for so long, it's good to get a reality check. And, you know, that raw energy is something that definitely helps me because they test my boundaries. They ask me questions. I say back, oh, it's a very good question. And basically, that's how I used to look at the world and how I used to look at the industry when I first joined. So definitely someone who's very, very passionate, dedicated, and just, yeah, smart. I just want to succeed. I love success. That's what wakes me up in the morning. And it's not money per se. If it was money, then I would have left the industry many years ago. It's not really money. It's you know, closing that deal. It's finding that business opportunity. It's basically, you know, speaking to that client for the first time, introducing yourself, cold calling the client, developing that relationship with the client, and closing that initial transaction. That is the buzz that I get. That's basically, if I didn't get that buzz, I wouldn't wake up in the morning. I'll just have a lion. Have a lion. And it's that basically keeps me interested. To be honest, I couldn't really see myself doing anything apart from sales in banking. I couldn't be a trader. I couldn't do research. I couldn't be in corporate finance, for example. It's basically interacting with people, which is basically what I love, which keeps my creative juices flowing. So yeah, it's just it's closing those trades, those transactions. That's it. Invite more employers into the universities. Work closely with the career department within the university. Because a lot of employers want to tap this market. They have very specific, Deutchebank, we have very specific, not even quotas, we have a very specific departments which focus on diversity. Whether it's women into banking, whether it's ethnic minorities. We have obviously a big issue with regards to trying to recruit Afro-Caribbean students, both male and female. And I think that ACS is creating that link with the diversity departments of the different employers, banks, insurance companies, the government, anything is extremely important. And I think ACS that should be a big focus. Obviously there's a cultural, there's a social element towards it, but that should be also a very, very big focus as well. Even have one person in the committee focus on that element.
That's a good idea, actually. One person
who's coordinating all that elements from the ACS to the different diversity departments of the.
That's actually a very good idea. We'll propose it to the team.
Our final question was
Sure.
going to ask you, due to the financial crisis and the volatility of the market at the moment, how do you think you and your division has helped Deutchebank grow as a whole and still remain competitive?
Sure. As I mentioned in my speech, the day after Lehman's, we knew that the industry was going to change. And I think we were one of the first people, definitely within the sales and trading sales team, to basically be aware of that. And we quickly changed our model. So gone were the days whereby we were selling very structured transactions to clients, very complicated transactions, which obviously got us into a lot of trouble, got every bank into a lot of trouble. We went back to basics and we effectively became a broker. Clients who had positions who wanted to sell, clients who wanted to buy these positions were effectively the middleman, acting like a very traditional broker that you saw in the 1980s. And that basically helped us stay, profitable. It helped us stay relevant. And it's something that, we're still doing now. We're going to probably continuously do because the industry has become simpler. We still remain profitable, but it's become much simpler. And I think we were one of the first sales teams to effectively understand that change. And we basically managed to change our strategy early on. That allowed us to, I guess, remain relevant.
So the key focus, for example, within the team is to always find new strategies.
Yes.
Is that what you do?
Trying to basically look at where you are, or not remain stagnant, look at where you are, being able to adapt, adaptability. I kept on going on about it during my speech, but adaptability is key. To remain relevant, because in an industry which is continuously changing, large part due to regulation, you have to be able to be flexible, be adaptable and adapt quickly. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the market.